and workforce challenges of the 21st century. Roxbury Community College offers a positive, caring learning environment in which you can broaden your horizons, earn an associate degree, a certificate, or take classes of your choosing to advance lifelong learning. Roxbury Community College offers many great programs and employment opportunities, and courses are transferable. So what are you waiting for? Call the admissions office or visit our website and register today.
If you've been listening for the last few minutes, you've gotten a chance to hear some unbelievable things. Black All Year is a phenomenon in Boston. It's really catching a hold. Stand-up only crowds. And this year moved and expanded to 2 shows. And you're going to have a featured guest who's coming in from out of town talking about multiple intelligence in the African mind, Dr. Booker T. Coleman. Can you talk a little bit about his message?
Dr. Booker T. Coleman, as most will formerly know him from, he's been featured in the most popular documentary in Black America right now, which is Hidden Colors. He was in 1, 2, and 3. He's a historian and educator, and he really has a vast amount of knowledge on the history of African people, and not only that, but the history of our schools and the way we approach learning in a holistic manner that we approach learning. So I think people are teachers and just parents and just anyone who's interested in education or anyone who's not interested in education, if they're in that room, is really going to benefit a lot from what he's going to unveil about our ancient systems of education and how our teaching models from thousands of years back are actually what Western civilization is arriving at now. It's like they're catching up to what we were doing in terms of education.
Well, I know I've heard him speak just a little bit, and I was impressed with some of the conversation about homeschools as a dynamic, no matter what institution you go to, that we have to be the first teachers at home in order to strengthen our young people. So what makes you bridge the message of Dr. Coleman with entertainment and bringing him from afar to come to Roxbury? How do you think his message resounds with work in this area?
Well, one, he's not born in Boston, but he spent a lot of his childhood here in Boston, so there's that connection. And then regarding his message and how it ties in with the entertainment, because it all ties back into our culture. And I think even in entertainment, like for instance, in Africa, in America, the Native Americans, the myth is that there were a bunch of people dancing around a fire singing songs because it made them feel good and doing rain dances. But really embedded in these songs was education, history, legacy, encouragement. There were so many things embedded in the arts as a tool. We knew that it was a tool. Even if you want to get sort of religious and you go to like Gospels and you go to maybe the Quran and Islam and how there's a melody and there's a rhythm to everything, it really plays into the psychology of human beings in terms of art is very important in terms of, who didn't learn the ABCs through a song, you know? So I think he ties in the relevance of culture with education.
Well, I'm not going to let you go now that you've kind of jogged my memory, but you're also a poet and you've done some extraordinary things on and off the stage. Can you grace us with a quick poem of something that you know off the top of your head?
It's funny because I don't know a lot of my stuff off the top of my head, but I will say that. So here's a poem I do called "Remember Me By." I won't go through the whole thing, but I will give a snippet of it.
Okay.
So it goes, if I had one verse to make y'all remember me, I would be spitting this verse here specifically. So I could etch who I am in your memory, and you would never dare doubt my ability. I'm no puppet, no one's slave, no one's mini-me. I got a few people that are true friends to me, but I ain't come to count friends or enemies. I came here essentially to rewrite history. I was born to wage war against supremacy. I was raised under the kill 'em dead industry. I've heard sirens firing since infancy, and now I don't remember them. It's just common sense to me. I'll stop there.
That was common sense to me too. Awesome.
Okay.
You're an artist yourself. apparently, but
Yeah.
yet you've been able to balance the left and right brain, the right brain with the creativity that you harness yourself, but also the left brain and organizing all these other people to be able to share this message and to loop it together so that it has a kind of lasting historical, educational benefit. Where do you get that from?
Which is why it's really important for people to come out and hear this talk about education and importance, and the themes that Dr. Kaba Kamene or Booker T. Coleman ties in about the importance of teaching at home and what kids should know. Because as you know, I can say about your legacy, this is Black All Year, and the work that I do is a baton that I'm passing. It's something that I have a responsibility to give back to my community and those around me. And a lot of the things that I do, I didn't even realize was being passed to me in my youth with what I was being exposed to, the events that I was being brought around, the people that I was being brought around, the community.
By your own mother.
Well, that's what I'm getting. I didn't want to go there, but yes, my mother, I remember being in the studio when I was a kid, you know, and I hated it. You know, it was like, I don't want to be here, I want to be playing. I remember being at community events when I was a kid. I don't want to be here, I want to be playing. I remember being at meetings that were just boring. I was like crawling over into the corner, you know, using my imagination. But, and I think all of those things have played out in what I'm doing today. And so it's really important that we take those things, pass them back to the community, and expose our youth to these things. So
and your daughter is also in the show too.
My daughter will be singing the Black National Anthem, and also she'll be doing a surprise for Boston. I won't share what that is, but she has a performance that she put together.
Well, I've already got an essence of how you're identified as the Pride Piper, because you've been just throwing little jewels and just taking it back. you can share just enough for people to get anxious to see stuff, but not the whole gamut so that they're full.
They gotta come, because you know, even if I did try to spell it out, I can't spell it out. That's the thing about Utopia. It's the energy that you feel, and there's so many unexplained things. You know, I would have to explain Black All Year, I gotta talk about quantum physics or something, or I gotta talk about spirituality. I don't know if words will really do it justice, and that's not just me being a
So it's a manifestation of self.
It is.
The event is Sunday?
It's coming up soon. It's Sunday, April 12th. There's 2 different shows, one from 2 to 5 p.m. and one from 6 to 9 p.m. The tickets, if you get them in advance, they're $10.
Well, we should backtrack on all the specifics of that.
Okay.
We want people to make this an event that they're coming to every year.
Yep.
And you've established it happening this year at Hibernian Hall.
Yep.
We've talked about when it's going to happen. What would you say when people show up for this event, what they want them to walk away with?
The name of the event is Black All Year. It's really about inspiring someone to have a greater pride in themselves and a greater pride in their community, so then they can make a greater contribution towards themselves, make a greater investment in themselves and their community. It's encouragement. It's giving people permission to say, I'm Black all year, and not only just in thought and not just during Black History Month, but I'm Black all year, and there's a set of actions that goes along with that pride and that self-love.
So are you thinking that this is going to root some other things, developments that are going to happen in the community? Is this something that you hope to have Black all year developments of some sort? I mean, how do you see this?
LightSpeed Entertainment has its plans and its things that it's doing to create more concrete things that people can engage with and connect to. But at the same time, it's an inspiration. It's something that like I said, you may not be able to feel it or touch it, but you walk away with it. And based on the feedback,
so it's an experience.
It's an experience. Giving people, and also a public notion that you're Black all year, and celebrate that, and don't just. And your legacy is not slavery. It's not, what you did on the cotton field and what you picked. It's about what you're doing right now. It's what you've done before slavery. It's what you did during slavery. It's what we are doing right now. And it doesn't even just extend to the Black community. When I say Black community, because Black all year is designed for the Black community, there are a lot of nationalities represented in Black communities, and it's really a permission for all to love themselves.
Okay. And I just wanted to add a note that this year's theme artist is Malcolm X. So
yes.
Thank you for bringing him to the forefront. I know in the past you've had other folks that have been highlighted. We've been speaking with Arafat Akbar. He is the CEO of Black All Year, LightSpeed Entertainment. stand-up crowd, you want to be part of it, get your stuff together early so you could be part of those shows. Thank you again for being a part of our show here at The Crossing.
Roxbury Community College is a dynamic, affordable, and diverse academic institution that will prepare you for the educational and workforce challenges of the 21st century. Roxbury Community College offers a positive, caring learning environment in which you can broaden your horizons, earn an associate degree, a certificate, or take classes of your choosing to advance lifelong learning. Roxbury Community College offers many great programs and employment opportunities, and courses are transferable. So what are you waiting for? Call the admissions office or visit our website and register today.